'Cause I was about to and welcome to the All Crazy Universe. I'm King HP. This is Dora, not the Explorer, but we are live. Episode 7.
Yes.
Episode 7. Why
Do you have it
am
pulled
I?
up? I have it on. I don't have it started, but
Not I either. I'm going in there. So it's click it. Yeah, it's on MGM Grand screen right now.
okay.
So
I'm at 0001. That seemed to be the easiest to tell our
yep,
time
I'm at the same exact thing. Oh, the thing or the logo? That's the logo.
The Metro Gold, the lions on there.
Previously. Okay, there is previously on From.
Oh no, I'm not there yet.
This is gonna be interesting, y'all. This is
What
gonna
is
be.
your
Go ahead and
timing?
it's at 00.2 seconds. So I'm 2 seconds in. It's like previously on X-Men, right? That's how. Yeah, I mean,
Wait, 002. So you're at 20 seconds?
yeah, you see Acosta like running
Okay,
across.
hold on. I'm not there. Hold on. Okay. Okay, tell me when to start it. I haven't
I say
started.
start. Ready?
Okay, let's go. Oh, was it I've never seen that monster. They get different monsters every time they chase people.
You started it.
Yeah, I started it.
Perfect.
I'm at 34 seconds.
34. Dang, you have me. Okay, how much you?
Okay.
I'm at 50. I'm at 56. Where you at?
Oh, why does this speed it up? Oh, I'm at 52. I'm okay being a little behind. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll just be a little
Oh,
slow in my reactions.
yeah. This is gonna be interesting. As I need some answers, y'all. We're gonna get some. We're gonna, you know what I mean. We're gonna have to get some answers. Shout out to the Fromalies. Tap in.
I don't even know. I'm just tired of these little. I feel like the episodes get shorter and shorter, but I know that's a lie because they're all the same. They're all the same length, but
Right. Oh my goodness.
oh, like I had shown you, they have had the camera before. Someone had it because there was that picture of Christopher that fell out of that book in that one episode I told you.
Oh, here we go.
So they must have learned way too much with that camera at some point. That it had to get hidden in the basement in a trunk.
What is that? It's a fairly rare condition. Body believes it's pregnant. It shows all the early signs and symptoms of.
I don't think that pregnancy thing is a go. Like I think it's
What part are you at? I'm at
2:32.
Oh, you're just a little ahead of me. That's over. Wait.
What time is your time at?
Let me pause it. 2:36.
2:36. Boom! I just went back 10 seconds. I'm at 2:38.
Okay, cool. I don't like Fatima. Ever since she did that weird shit, I don't like her. At the diner, I don't like her.
The diner was where I definitely took a aggression to her. Not aggression, but like a disliking.
She's
Yeah,
that
she's
one is
wild.
so hard.
Oh my gosh.
She's so
I feel like
dramatic. Why did it take her over a year to show people how annoying she actually is?
Really? Now you want to stand on.
I really think that with the situation, her being like, "I want to go home." It's like, hey, we're gonna, you know, when Kenny's dad had an issue where he was opening a door or something like, or he's going to, they kept him. I feel like a pregnancy. You never had a pregnancy, and then we look at you and you're not pregnant, but you're go. We got to keep you for observation.
They gotta lock her away somewhere.
Wow, boy.
Okay, so I just realized this. When did Christy cut her hair to look more like a lesbian? Was there an episode? Because I was watching other episodes earlier, and her hair she was cute. I think that's why I didn't notice her cheekbones are this cheekboney until this season. Because before Mariel got there, she had really cute, like this little cute cut that made her look straight. And when she was like, "Oh, one side of me wants to go home and get married, and the other side wants to hang out with this super cool guy that I met in a weird circumstance." And she looked very like, you know what I mean? She had a cute little style. She had the little like clip in her hair. But now she looks super like, I don't want to say butch, but she's been looking more like lesbian. Like they're slowly making her go back to that side.
Well, I mean, she always has been. You know what I mean? Like she told you from, I don't know what point she told Kenny, but once we found out she was with a woman, and now her woman is physically pregnant, she's gonna, but
No, they didn't have to do that to my girl.
I think that I don't know. That's it. Right there. There was a skeleton. I don't know if you saw it. In a brown surrounding and had a scar on his face. It had like a broken, like owing up. And it's like, could that be Randall's fate? Because we're seeing that these drawings are definitely tied into the show, whether they're like not premonitions, but they're like, foretelling or whatever the case be. So I think it's very, very interesting that that is the situation.
So that has
Oh,
to be Ethan on that little thingy over there, right?
I mean, it could be. That's safe to say.
Because
Some
there's a
safe to
drawing of the
say.
little boy screaming in a green shirt with brown hair, and Ethan has a little green shirt. So that's why I know he's gonna eventually get sacrificed, which I'm super can't wait. I can't wait, but dang, he's punching the shit out of that fucking chair to get Jasper to talk.
I think Jasper is linked to whoever has the visions. Christopher was the guy. That would mean Jade would be the guy that would be able to get Jasper to talk. But Victor doesn't realize that yet because he was such a little kid. When he
But
saw it, he just thought Jasper was.
but didn't he? Oh no, he always said that Christopher was talking through Christopher, right? Or Jasper was talking through Christopher every single time that he would make little jokes and stuff, right? Before they got dark for
Yeah,
him.
he always made the point that he was talking to Christopher. Yes, so it's like obviously in the way that the world works, I guess here Jade would be the guy that Christopher has now replaced. At least
But
that's
do
how,
you think
that's
Christopher
how I
was a
think of it.
sober fella? Or do you think he was like Jade with some kind of vice?
So I think he was. What do you mean?
Do you think he was like a sober guy, like sober? Because you know how the bartender last episode told him he needed to be sober? Like, was Christopher a sober person? Like, why do you have to be so sober to hear them, I guess?
I don't think it's the sober to hear him. I think it's because the bartender was saying how Jade is a guy who can think outside the box. Like he had this multi-million-dollar company. He's very smart, but you be getting drunk all the time. You're not thinking clearly. I
I
think that's
guess
more
that's
so what it is. Because Tom the bartender wasn't there for previous, groups or iterations. So that's like sober up, guy. You're super smart. You're super intelligent. That just went off by itself.
Where do they find all the stones at? Oh, you're a little ahead of
Well,
me.
they went through everyone's stuff.
Oh, it did go off by itself.
Yeah. Show us the picture, man. Of course not.
I'm telling you, I think Elgin had an accent when he first came up here. Elgin, however he said his name.
I know last night was a lot. Do you? I do. I also know what it's like to feel violated by this place. What happened to me and you. There are still times I can feel those bugs crawling around inside me. And what do? I remind myself it isn't real. It's just fear and fear.
You feel like
Yes, I do. Maybe you could just try eating regular food again. Just small bites. I'm not eating garbage because I'm afraid. Or it's
see that's her not. Here comes Ellis.
She just gets too upset. Like, I don't get her anger.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, I think her anger. I mean, she's pregnant. She's got the hormones.
So moody, though. It must be hard breeding a demon monster.
She just cares. Why isn't anybody listening to me?
Oh my gosh, why isn't anyone listening to you? Wow, that's
Ellis is
interesting.
incredibly patient.
Is what?
He's incredibly patient. Like,
Well, I mean, his dad was the military. His mom was. I think he said he did 30 years. Fatima is just
too much.
emotionally charged. She-
Just every single day.
You're just bloated. Come on.
Body change. You know what? I got to go back and watch episode. I think it's 7 of season 2, where they dissect the monster.
I
Because
don't
remember, she
remember.
was like, it looks like they were human. The anatomy is very similar.
Do you think they only eat the organs they need? Ooh, here's my girl Donna.
It's possible because they always tear people open from the chest and tear up the legs and stuff. And we always see their faces, and their faces are always normal. But they
Until
never
they
touch the
attack.
faces.
Yeah, until they turn into whatever they turn into.
Yeah. Oh, the place has finally gotten to her. And she brought up Abby, man. Boy hears Abby, and he's like,
And he just switches, yeah.
Thank you. Some kind of bucked up worms under the skin type thing. But if it's psychological, if it's just anywhere near the place Abby was, then we need to figure out a way to bring her back.
Okay, well, let's just make sure I stay.
do you think it's psychological? Do you think this is in Fatima's head? Do you think Fatima is really pregnant? Or where she is becoming a monster?
If there's no baby, maybe it turns you into the monster. Like, it starts as what you feel is a baby, and it's just a monster.
That's wild, then, because they got males. What were the males saying when they were getting turned?
Maybe like their balls hurt or something. I don't know. Maybe they feel a tingle or something in their toes.
What up, Adam JP5? We see you in the chat. Definitely. Donna. Donna's talking sensibly.
I love my girl Donna. She's so smart. Get him out of the fucking house before they kill people.
But it should be sooner than later, right? I mean,
yeah. How many times does Colony House have to get wiped out before they start taking this seriously? Like,
100%.
The besties are fighting.
This one's all right.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever was hanging around last night sure as hell didn't sound like those things back in town.
Oh, they keep mentioning the thing that's bumping around. Oh my god, I'd be.
Why
What?
would he bring? Why would they bring Ethan? Like, he's such a little shit. You know he runs off by his fucking self wherever you take him.
But
Same
nobody.
as
Julie
all
probably
they
isn't home. See, she's like, she's fine. Everything's okay. Julie's probably not even home.
Julie's always smoking weed somewhere. She's
With
not allowed to
Randall
do family stuff.
or Elgin.
Remember
We
how
see-
much
we see-
Jim was shaming Jade for smoking weed when they first start, like in those earlier seasons?
Moving in.
Yeah, I asked Chrissy if I could spend the night.
Why?
My whole family's at the settlement,
So.
so it's fucking creepy in that house by myself. What's wrong with you?
There we go.
Ew. She's 16. I'm sorry. Please, Randall. Randall, you're gross. You're freaking me out. This would not happen in real life. Elgin has to be a Brit. Because no way you're gonna go and do that stupid ass shit if you haven't been around white people.
I think that with Elgin is very like he doesn't know what's going on. Elgin is by himself. That photo showed him this basement, which is crazy because that's the same basement if that Julie popped up out of when she went to that tree, and looks like the same basement Victor came out of when he survived the massacre.
Yeah. The
In
same
the same
stone.
basement
Is it
that
cobblestones? Is
Jade,
that what those are called? The
the,
bricks or whatever on the ceiling? They're like
oh yeah,
cobblestones.
those are cobblestones. But I would be freaking paranoid.
Those baskets weren't in there before, right? Like for some reason, I do remember. I don't even remember there being benches.
I don't either. What up, Jedi Music? We see you in the chat. What's going on? We're definitely watching this watch party and wondering why Elgin is bugging. Because you should not. The picture took itself and told you to go here, and he's not
I'm
with
not
nobody.
following no pictures. I'm sorry. Because why did it only give me one picture? So this camera must have done the same thing for Christopher, do you think? Or who do you think had the camera that took the picture of Christopher? Because Christopher had a picture of himself in his book.
They probably just took it. Because at that time he looked happy.
No, it was
And
someone
old boy
else
was
that took it. Remember, it was like Victor was in the corner.
Yeah, but we don't know that whole crew. We don't even know many people from that time period. They were probably just happy then, like, yeah, things aren't that bad, and they just took the picture to take the picture. But that is he should not be there by himself. What is he doing?
What is he
Oh my.
doing? What is knocking? Okay, so my question is he gonna open the doors?
I would be out. I would have been running. I would have that.
What made him push this dresser instead of opening the door? I mean, to the dressers or whatever this cupboard thing is. I don't understand Elgin. He's so curious.
Yeah, a little too curious. More too curious for my blood. Oh no, I would have been gone. I would have been gone. Elgin is walking around like this is just the normal thing to do.
Oh, the fucking stupid white bitch. I'm tired of her. They made her feel so bad. I don't understand. But she is acting like a typical cop or officer, I guess.
I
Trying to
think
be a
what she did was
detective over there.
fine. Like when she was shooting, I see people that look like him. People say like, "Oh, well, Tabitha was trying to tell her." You're telling me about something that's not real. That it's real for y'all, but
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
basic human existence, this is what you're telling me. Freddy Krueger's real.
I just don't understand why she was such a terrible shot. Like, she didn't hit a single monster.
Tell me why people are standing in the windows when people are shooting.
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying, like I told you, I felt nothing when Nikki died. But, like, what? Why didn't she hit anybody?
She did.
Like,
She shot the monsters.
no, she never hit any of the monsters. That's why she
Yeah, she
couldn't
did.
tell which she
She
didn't
shot
hit
the
any.
first one. She did. She shot the first one. Clear. Shot the first one. Boom. I don't
The one
remember after
that
that, but
was on the floor eating the guy.
when she there was one that was walking toward, I think it had like a white dress, and she shot it in the shoulder,
Oh
and it just
yeah,
like
that
boom,
one. You're
like
right.
it didn't even phase her. It didn't even bother her. Like what you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think is crazy because everyone's blaming her like she's the worst person. Like, why are y'all in the windows when you hear gunshots? Who does that? Who does that? Lou. And then she gets hit, and then she dies. Sucks, but she should have been not.
Jim and Tabitha will fight anywhere. That is insane.
I think I agree with Jim a little bit because Tabitha doesn't give the information that people need to understand what you're going through.
Mm-mm.
She never told anyone that she got pushed out the lighthouse
Not
tower.
even Jim, her husband. Like, you've been with him how long? 13 years, 12 years, 10 years. It's
And she
been a decade
never
and you didn't bring up these little kids that you were seeing in nightmares. Yeah, Ethan, look at them fight, you little shit. I hate you. He's about to go do
Ethan
some.
gets all the hate. Ethan gets all the hate. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not too high on Ethan either.
Did he go? Did he take off? Where did he just go? He literally just walking around being nosy.
I'm scared too. These things are happening to me. I can't pretend they're not. They are not.
Yeah, I think Tabitha has the award for like worst person. I'm not mad that she didn't get help and bring help back, even though she did. She brought an ambulance. She brought three people, four. Victor's dad plus two medical person and a cop. People
He
wanted
has to be like a
army.
failed soldier. Randall has to be like, he had a rifle. So I'm thinking he was either going hunting or he just came back from training that he failed at, maybe. Maybe he was trying to be in the armed forces and they're like, oh, you don't like, they had to kick him out because he doesn't like authority. Because he's hated everyone. He tied up Donna. He was talking shit to Boyd. Like, something's off about Randall. And he will not tell us his story.
Yeah, I really kind of wish they would give it to us.
Because even this little joke he made, they're like, what are you doing to buy a car so I don't have to ride the bus anymore? What a liar, Randall. I don't believe you.
I don't know why he stayed in that bus by himself. I would have been kind of creeped out.
See, she just said she was 15, friend. So this is gross. Randall's gross. I don't like how she's looking at him.
Things are a little different. First get here. I mean, show up. Think to yourself, I'm gonna figure this out. All these other people, they may have given up. They may have accepted it.
I have a question. If you had to stay at the colony house or the town, and that's a question straight up from Harold Perrineau's Boyd, right? His page. I'm looking at it right now because I'm selecting the town. But would you stay at which one, and why?
I'm gonna stay in the town somewhere.
Think it's safer?
Um, I think there's just where you can see more, I guess. Because the monsters don't really go up to Colony House too much unless they have like a reason.
Hey, don't forget they went up to one old boy. He was giving that girl flowers.
I guess you're right. But that's because they were playing a game. You know them. They like to play games.
Mm.
That's what you did.
I just don't like this officer. Something's off about her.
Well, she's new and she's an officer, so she doesn't think. She's thinking how she's trained, and everyone else is like everyone's treating her like she's been a part of the town. Here's the bad part when new people come now. If you come as a solo act now, they're treating you as if you're supposed to already know this information. Boyd yelling at her about you think I was on your side in there, and that's as if she's been there for years. You killed someone. What you expect? I don't know who's who.
Because they're all running off of emotion now ever since Tabitha left and came back.
Yeah.
Like they're not thinking anymore.
That definitely put things on high edge because again, you she got out, and everyone else was like, "Well, I want to get out." Mm-mm.
Where did they come from? Let's have some.
Boyd,
Yeah.
Boyd got the talismans.
God, King of the World, get out of here. Of course, it's a white woman doubting. They always want to be right.
I think with old girl, she's like, I agree. I don't know why people are giving up their guns so like easily.
Because you see, they don't work. And their logic is if you can't use it on them, the only person you can use it on is us. And Abby already fucked it up for everybody by trying to kill everybody. And she doesn't want to give up her clothes like nasty bitch. Sorry for cursing like that, but come on. You can only sit in those dirty clothes for so long. The monsters are so funny with their music choices.
The monsters are crazy.
Is that something else you
That's crazy. And that's Kenny. Kenny already had to hear that with the good times. Yo, when they killed his mom.
she's taken?
Who's that? Oh, it's a bus driver. That's what was the deal with her? Like she was talking about her grandma back when they needed her for the song to figure out that lullaby or whatever, and then we haven't really seen her.
Oh, look at Elgin in this dungeon place.
What would be out? What is he doing? Somebody in the chat, please tell me what he is doing.
Oh, wait, wasn't
Are
it
you
just a
saying-
door before? Because remember, that's where Jade saw the guy with the rock.
No, the thing that Jade saw was what Elgin pushed away from the door. We didn't see the door. Man, that door. Elgin's in a room, like What is? Oh my gosh, y'all! What is Elgin? What is Elgin doing? Oh, kimono lady is
Who was
there.
wearing that outfit? That's not Marvin
Just read.
from the dungeon, right?
What did he say?
He said, "Is this where it happens?" What has she been telling him that we're not hearing? I'm so confused by this.
Yeah, me too. Because what? How did he get to that conclusion? Is this where it happens? What
Well,
happens?
what happens? Yeah, what does that mean?
This dude is tripping with his Jasper thing. He should be like,
Why didn't he think to ask Jade, do you think?
I don't know why that hasn't. I mean, he is still a boy in mind. You know what I mean? Like mentally, but
Oh, so uncomfortable with this scene. I don't like Randall and her hanging out. It's weird.
yeah, I
No, I don't
definitely
like it.
think.
I don't like it.
Right? Voila.
Yeah, where are you headed to? Is what I'm about to say because
Well, he
you're
was
the
trying to teach
kind of.
her how to drive. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's go out driving type of thing.
I think that's too late. Like she said, like you you missed that bus. You should have had your license before you got here. We're not wasting the gas. I'm not taking you driving.
Uh-oh. Donna's doing a little flirting.
No. So could I. She deserves it. She just. I want someone to start talking to Victor's dad because again, he's got a different perspective, and he tried to tell him that on that bus. No, in the diner, not the bus.
Who's in there?
Oh,
Hello?
Why is she so weird? I don't like her. I don't like how she thinks she's better than everybody, though, either. Like, that's weird to me.
You took my gun. I want it back.
Just because you're an
I mean,
officer
is
doesn't
this?
make you the best choice for anything, honestly. Because honestly, to me, Boyd is so much more qualified because he was in the army or whatever he was in for so much longer than she's been alive, honestly. Because
Yeah,
she's
he
only
was in the
looks like
army.
she's maybe. He's the army? Is that what it was? Right? Yeah.
He was in the army, and his wife was in the Marines because he was like she was the badass of the family. She was the Marine.
Just walking around in some hand-me-down where you're playing make-believe.
When did you get out of the academy? Boyd's silly. He got her. They're just low blowing each other. That's all they're doing.
Everything about you is my business. This place is my business. You know why? I want to make sure people stay safe. I'm the one who keeps people alive.
From what I hear,
Wow,
you should join them.
she is something.
That's what I told you. I don't like her.
Please.
You've been a cop for like 2 minutes. Ew, I do not like her. I do not like her at all.
He's gonna end up liking her.
I don't think so.
It's like so much hate, thin line between love and hate. He's gonna end
I
up.
don't think he's gonna end up liking her. I think she's gonna end up dead. I'm gonna cross my fingers. She's on the death list. Or maybe she'll end up saving him at some point. Like that's the only thing I can think. She's either gonna kill someone or like kill someone and save someone, or
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
she just got weird vibes.
Get your books
Wow.
Ew, I don't like her cop face. It irritates me.
Hey, next time you come in here without my permission, you and me are gonna have a problem.
Whatever you say.
She probably
Wow.
wasn't a
Like
good
that's
cop. If they put her on the ambulance duty, she's probably not a good cop. She's probably trash.
I think she definitely was new. Boy was kind of calling that out. Um
And most people that are cops for a long time, they'll let you know they've been doing this for 25 years. I've been on the force. Type of, you know
but
what I mean? Like,
again, you're in FROMville. FROMville is different.
yeah. Oh, poor Henry. He just can't get over being here.
Man, that's a hard pill to swallow too, because you're like, man, my son, I left my wife, not left my wife, but I let her go travel with our daughter, our son.
That's how everybody here feels. But Henry, don't worry. We all wish we weren't here. Wait, who's making the alcohol now that the bartender's gone?
It's a good question. Donna.
No, well, Jade's sleeping in there, right? In the
Yeah,
wherever.
it is.
They have really nice rain jackets for being in that place, is what I have to say. Their winter wear is fantastic. They're very stylish.
I feel like, how do you have enough for everybody? Because the people are just taking random trips and getting caught on random roads, and
I
everyone
mean, there's
all over
been,
the country.
that's what I'm saying. This must happen every few years. Like they kill a bunch of them and then the next bunch comes in.
This one. Whatever was making everyone scream was on the other side of this rock. I would wake up every single time.
That's crazy right now.
That you couldn't sleep just to see what the monster looks like.
So my question is, does she not know what the monster looks like?
No, she
'Cause
doesn't.
Lord
That's what
knows.
she keeps saying. I woke up. I never saw what anything looked like because I would just keep waking up, screaming. Excuse me.
This place visions.
I always feel like she's holding back information, no matter what she's.
Always. And then she's like, "Oh, I totally forgot." How did you forget something like that? Like, I don't get how you forgot that.
If you were destined to come to this place,
Oh my god.
one way or another, you were always going to come to the street.
Ooh, I think Tilly.
She's such a little cutie old lady.
She's good.
Ellis is just chilling, watching. I don't know, I guess they're making tea.
Ellis is so, that's what I'm saying. Ellis is so chill and calm for the situation that they're in all the time. Like he's very trusting and calm. He got rowdy in the diner a little bit, but he's definitely like chilled out now. Like, dang,
I
maybe
forgot
my
about him.
wife was being a little crazy.
You think he knows? Do you think he believes that she's being crazy, or do you think he? Oh man, he's talking about it now.
She can't see her. This place is just open her mind.
Man, See, that's the best. That's the best line. Can't lose her.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're gonna lose her.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means. Someone tells you don't worry. You should
Yeah,
definitely worry in what 2 episode, one maybe 2 max episodes, that person's gonna be gone.
completely.
Sure.
Well, that's good to hear. Tilly is afraid of dying.
No, she's not afraid.
I wonder what the arc for Ellis is, and is losing Fatima apart. Like, obviously it would be, but
He has to have. He's making. I feel like he's making the same mistakes that his dad did, so he's gonna have to lose his wife. You know what I
very
mean?
interesting. That's crazy.
At some point, his wife, he's gonna have to lose her. Like that must be their storyline arc of whatever this whole thing is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Do you think the kimono lady is a future version representation or whatever of Fatima?
I feel like that's the only person I can think it would be. It has the long black hair. I feel like we've seen that. I don't know if it's a kimono, but whatever that thing is she's wearing, Fatima has a top that's similar or jacket or something. Was she itching? Ew, that looks so gross to me. I don't like that. Ugh, that hurts my arm.
That's it looks like an affection. Oh man. Jeez, she's got
She's not
morning
meant to
sickness.
have
These are
natural
fine.
fluids in her. She's a demon lady.
Oh yeah, she's getting the IV.
Ew.
Oh man, that baby's about to start growing.
Is her belly gonna grow? Oh, she's sinking in. Is that what the demons look like? Or that's just what that
Oh no.
lady looks like.
Oh
The
no.
monster kimono lady looks caved in. Oh, so it's in her mind. The pregnancy has to not be real then. Okay. So that's
Maybe it's not.
definitely a
She's like, oh snap, it stopped when he walked in. Yo, she's turned into a monster. Remember the dissection episode? I
yeah,
want to
she's
say
a
it's season
monster.
2, episode 7. The insides were all like shrinking and shrunk and shriveled up because they were dehydrated. There was no liquid except for the bile that Boyd put on the bullets, the rounds that they had for the magazine. I mean, she
Yes.
might be.
Oh, I don't like
turning.
it. She's turning for sure. There's no baby Albert. It's just a demon.
We already had a name. That's crazy. We had that name, y'all.
I thought we
The
were.
baby was gonna be Albert.
I know. I thought we were having a baby. No, we're not. Ew. Why
That's
is he
crazy, but there's
still
nothing
the
else.
only one not seeing this? Excuse me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
What
my
is
god, she's worse than what's her name? Mariel being a drug addict, trying to steal drugs.
powerful antipsychotics? Yo.
Give her the bottles. Pausing. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Can I see the bill? The pills say M. Thompson. Do you think it's Marvin, the man that was in the what's his name? His arms were put up. His name was Marvin.
Oh, Martin or Marvin, one of those two. It was
Martin or
something with an
Marvin.
M.
Oh my gosh, I can't read the TV. It's Paliperidine. Let me see. I'm gonna look this up. I think that's what that said.
You paused it?
Yes, I paused it. I wanted to see what the
Oh,
drugs say.
we're about to be a gap. We're about to be. I ain't paused mine. Hey.
That's fine. That's fine. When we
Is
go to the
talking to Ellen.
predictions part, we'll
No,
rewind back
Ellen.
if you
Oh
can.
my God, who is calling me? I'm about to text this dude right here. Do not call me, bro. Like I don't know how I didn't have my phone on DND, but do not call me. I'm on all my socials. Like, do not call me right now. It's 9 o'clock.
Just
I know
message
what it
me.
is. You know what I mean?
So it says it's called haloperidol, and it's used to treat symptoms of schizophrenia.
That's
Ellis, she's gonna die. Don't worry. We'll get back to a friend. We'll get back to it. I'm gonna leave this on.
yeah.
Yeah, Fatima's gonna have to
Gosh,
die.
I think
I can't believe he ditched her. Like, go back to town. She didn't even learn how to drive from you, Randall. You just ditched her, and it's a stick. You didn't teach her nothing on the driving road. Like, goodness gracious. They're back at the tomb. Well, not the tomb, but where they were trapped at.
yeah, that's where Martin or Marvin, whatever his name was.
Yeah, where Boyd came out of.
Yeah, he destroyed the box. Julie, we should go. That looks like the two people. Now in the beginning, it's a black guy with a white girl or whatever because you clearly see, and the white woman is naked because she has breasts, and then the dude is naked, but
But it was a black dude and a white girl.
I'm thinking it's Elgin and her because Elgin and her were smoking weed. But it's in the beginning clip when they're showing you the drawings and they're going under like a bridge, like
no, I know what you're talking about. That's what I'm wondering.
And that you can see those stones are very much in that shape. I thought it was in that basement, but it probably is this part because that you can seem like you can go to one or two places in there. Oh, here she goes for the rotten food. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I'm not there yet. Oh no, I'm not there yet.
That is fresh rotten.
Let me just go fast forward.
That is a fresh rotten.
All that beautiful plants in there, and you want to eat a bucket full of. Oh no!
Yo!
Oh no, Tilly, what's going on?
I'm sorry. Yo.
Did she stop her?
Fatima is tripping.
That was so on purpose.
She smoked
Like,
it.
that didn't even look fake. That didn't even look like I accidentally did it. She stabbed the shit out of Tilly.
That was not accident. She grabbed the thing. She's like, I told you. Like early in the episode, she said, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I need some more answers, but I think we're okay."
You have to run. Why did she say you have to run? That's an interesting statement to say while you're dying. All right.
Crazy.
R.I.P. Tilly. Oh, not Tilly. I didn't see Tilly coming. I didn't like that. I don't even know. Why would they end the episode like that? Why not end it with Elgin? Like,
Cliffhanger. Ellis just walked in. He's seen you the only two in there. She got shears in her chest. How you gonna explain this? Now, this is the same woman.
Put her in the box.
This is the same woman And Donna was saying she gotta get up out of the colony house. And rightfully so. Early in the episode, she was like, "I'm always angry," and
She needs to get her the fuck. Donna was right in the beginning. She needs to get her out of that fucking house. She's gonna go on a killing spree if they don't get her out of there.
They gotta put her to test. Remember this too. The episode we found out she was eating the rotten food. She couldn't get in the house because the house still has talismans hanging up. And a lot of people felt like it was a baby because it must be a monster baby because she couldn't get in. It's growing. We now know there ain't no baby. She is becoming a monster.
Yes.
She has a taste for blood. She's overly aggressive. She just took out Tilly.
Tilly, there was no reason. FROMville's been trying to get rid of her since she read them cards. So I get it. I don't even know how to. Okay, so. How do they tell them that Fatima killed that lady in the greenhouse?
So this is gonna have
to. Do they cover it up?
Yes.
They're gonna have to put her in the box. Put her in the box. Put her in the box. She might not get eaten. They already know she's one of them. It'll be another Randall situation where they just have kill her because they're waiting for her to turn. You saw her belly caving in. She maybe is the kimono lady and she's coming back. Like, help me, Elgin. I'm dying.
Because remember, the kimono could be, if we see her dressed in a kimono, we'll know that's her final episode. Because in the colony house, they wear anybody's anything. So someone could have a kimono in there and then she goes to change clothes. And then bam. Because Elgin doesn't tell anybody. Tilly only responds to him in the dream.
Could it not be a demon thing? Maybe she's just, since she keeps showing up randomly like a ghost, do you think it's just gonna suck her into invisibility instead of changing her into a demon?
No, I think something will cause that to change. Like she'll off herself, she'll unalive herself, or she'll have someone do it. Because when she figures it out, like the fact that you would give someone in this place schizophrenia medicine, this is not schizophrenia. Like this is what happens when you don't put out all the information to people. They could, if they would have known everything, they would have knew about Sarah getting the written stuff on the arms. They would have been like, this stuff isn't schizophrenia. This is when the place selects you for something, it's gonna drive you in a direction, whether it does things to you psychologically, but only you know what I'm saying? So it's like 3 people got the cicadas, but Julie couldn't see them. Only Randall could currently. So it's specifically doing things.
Let me go back. I'm going to go back because they'll have a prescription date on the bottle. So we can also base it off of that too.
Oh, that it could be from a previous iteration of people?
Because it says it's an antipsychotic. It helps with it's in a class of medications called atypical antipsychotics. And it's a mood stabilizer.
Yeah, he grabbed the right thing, technically speaking.
So that means someone has schizophrenia.
But someone had to be on those things before. But that we don't know how old those things are.
Let me see. It'll probably be clear on my phone. Let me try on Prime on my phone, actually, so I can zoom in on it.
But I think with that being said, even regardless, the M. Thompson, whose stuff could they be? We know Martin. We know
whatever his name was. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who name begins with an M. But even if it is somebody like, okay, this is their medicine, or someone had medicine as they were traveling. Like, so how everyone sees the tree, they haven't gone over everyone in the town's occupation.
No, because we still don't know Randall's background. We just know he came in on the bus.
Yeah, they don't cover it. They only cover the stars, the people that they want us to follow. But we know there's more people than that living there. So who's to say that so I'm bringing so and so, they're a pharmaceutical, whatever, they
Mhm.
transport pharmaceuticals, and they saw the tree. So they had a truck full of pharmacy or a car full of or a bag full of. So that's all interesting. So I
Okay,
mean, I
so
don't know. I mean, then we got to figure out whose name begins with M. But even still, like, do you think he was in the right for grabbing those things to bring to
oh, I
Fatima?
can.
Or
Okay, so I screenshotted it, or I have it paused. Paliperidone.
so my
It
question would
doesn't
be,
show any kind of date on it. Oh, that sucks. I wish they showed a date or something. Because
I
then
think even
that
if they
means,
had it,
because if there's someone watching them, obviously there's someone watching them. Like, this just has brought up so many more questions. But I think Boyd's definitely gonna have to shoot Fatima. Someone's gonna kill
um,
Fatima if she doesn't kill
you
herself.
think it? I think it. You think it? We have to be Boyd, being that Boyd. Maybe it starts off as Ellis, and Ellis Boyd taking the gun from Ellis and being like,
I don't think
"You don't want
Ellis. I don't think Ellis is can do it. He hasn't seemed like a. He's not a killer. Because you remember, I don't even remember what episode is in season 1 when Kenny and him are in the forest. I don't remember what they're doing, but you see Ellis picking flowers, and then you see Kenny, because like they're kind of like versions of Boyd's son, because they see him, that's his actual dad. Kenny's like, this is my father figure now that my dad's dead. And you see Kenny setting traps, like doing manly stuff, and Ellis is there picking flowers. And he's like, can you stop picking flowers for a second? Type of thing. Like, I don't think Ellis has it in him. I think they're making him a character that isn't like, he's very, like, I don't want to, is the term, I don't know if the term's soft, but he's very, like, feminine about
he's
it, I think,
he's very
instead of
non-Boydish."
anything else.
But that's why I would say Boyd would do it. So I'm saying like Ellis would be the one to try to do it, and then Boyd would have to
Uh-huh.
take the gun from him, and because Boyd had to kill his wife. Boyd is the one who literally killed his own wife. And he would,
Uh-huh.
and not only
Because
that, he
she
also
was
shot.
going to shoot Ellis.
Yeah, she was gonna shoot Ellis, but Boyd had to put her down. Boyd also put down the guy that shot him. Boyd was also on the verge of putting Dale down. Um, so Boyd has used the gun on multiple occasions, not just shooting a monster, but like shooting a human that we have seen. And so I think even though Boyd has a good conscience, I think he would not let his son be have to go down that road in an
Well, yeah,
already
because
super
Boyd's
dark.
always the one, like, let me kill for. Yeah, because remember he was ready to shoot Dale in the pool also before he died.
Yeah, yeah, he was gonna take that burden off him, and I think rightfully so. I think that um I think it would have to be Boyd. If not Boyd, maybe the girl, the Officer Acosta, because
Oh, like,
this is
show
where
that would make sense. Actually, that makes a lot of
Boyd
sense.
not
Because I
being
can
able to do
see,
it.
and she'll be like, I got this, because she's a police officer, so I'm assuming they always have a backup of bullets. A little, what is it called that you put in the bullets?
He put the bullets in him. You
Some backup. She has to have
put
some kind of
your
backup
rounds in
bullets
the
to put
magazine.
in that
Yeah, she would
in the
probably have.
magazine. That's
You know what I'm saying? She would probably have multiple magazines, and they would probably be at different points on her. But I mean, for story wise purposes, she
because she
lost
wasn't
whatever she.
really tripping about. After she got the gun back, she was cool, bullets or not. Like, there's no way that she was gonna be calm about an empty gun if she didn't have some backup, like bullets.
I think she has a
Because she
plan.
left a little too chipper, I feel.
I think she has a plan. We don't know how long she was in the sheriff station for. Um, so we don't know what she may have
Oh
recovered already.
yeah.
She may have found the stash and been like, "Yeah, I want my gun." She has her gun, and now she has a stash of, you know what I'm saying, rounds.
Well, she didn't know the gun was behind the picture, obviously, because she was still looking for it in that little room.
Right. But she may have found some rounds. So now she got a gun. Boyd don't know she has her rounds, potentially, possibly, maybe. Um, but I think look for her to be the one who killed Fatima because Fatima's gonna want to get put down. Because again,
I don't think she's gonna want to. She's definitely probably gonna have to get put down.
or remember this, Boyd was looking to catch a monster.
Ooh, they can
If he gets,
experiment on her.
but I don't know if that might cause a complete rift between Ellis and him, or the whole town,
But what if?
because they know Fatima.
Let me see, because I'm
But
trying
if
to
Boyd
remember
is
the
looking to
title
catch
of episode 8. Hold on. You can. Sorry, you can.
if the
From.
if the monsters, I mean, when do they recognize her as one too? Because again, she tried to get in the house a couple episodes back. The first episode we saw her eat the spoiled vegetation, and
Mhm.
she couldn't open that door. And then the girl took the vegetation, the good stuff or whatever, and she opened the door and went in the house. And at that time, I'm like, oh, the baby, baby. But now we know ain't no baby, it's her. Then we see her
No,
stomach sinking in crazy. And if you go back to the seasons 2, episode 7, I think it is 6 or 7, maybe 8, but one of those three, where they dissected Smiley, and his organs were like shriveled, they were dehydrated, they were like, you know, and she was like, their anatomy is almost like ours, as if they were once human.
okay, so it says episode 8 is going to be accusations start flying and truths come to light in the aftermath of a tragedy. So they're obviously talking about Tilly getting stabbed. So I think they might cover it up or
Aftermath of a
something.
tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
So she's
Which
not
the
gonna.
only tragedy that has been so far is, that we've seen is Tilly. Victor struggles to recover long buried memories about the town's past, sorry. And then Julie and Ethan search for answers about the mysterious ruins in the woods. Why are they always doing shit like that? That's so irritating. Julie and
Well, they're
Ethan, they're
very well. They do got Jade, so Jade knows they're out there looking for certain things, and Jade does have knowledge that Tabitha. Well, you said Julie.
yes, that's what I'm saying. Julie and Ethan. That means
Oh
the kids are
hell
gonna
no!
look for it. Then they're
Throw the whole family away. Throw the whole family away. Like Jim, what's going on with your kids? Y'all want to help? I think Ethan's the only kid in the town left. The other one died on the first episode. The little girl, she was like, open the window for grandma."
why
You know what
don't
I'm
they
saying?
notice
And
their kids leaving? Like
because they're super preoccupied with
they're just
everything else. Like Jim left to do the vegetation transport, but he should never be leaving because they spend the night out there, and it's like we don't know enough about this place to say that it's safe. We hear sounds. Jim was one of the originals. He was with Kenny and heard
when he
the
heard
walking
it,
around.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't. I used to have the theory that was where Illinois'
Uh,
Victor's sister was, and she never died because we've never seen her body. We've only seen the mom's
well,
body
there's
in the
also
flashback.
those new baskets in that tunnel, so there has to be someone else because that tunnel did not have any benches. It did not have any baskets or anything um when who was it that who got found in that thing? It was Sarah, right? Sarah or Julie got
Julie came out of there
transported
when
there
she
from the
went through
tree.
when Victor sent her through the tree. That's where she came out. I'm trying to
Okay,
think.
right. So she came out in that dungeon, and then Jade went in that dungeon, and there was nothing in there
Not that I
except when he
remember.
opened the door, he saw the guy with the rock on top of it. But other than that, there was nothing in that dungeon. But now there's like seats, the little benches. There's those baskets in there that
But
someone could use to like get vegetables and pick all
don't
that
get
stuff.
it twisted. The monsters move things. Remember the episode where Victor went in the caves? They moved the whole table set and everything deeper
That's
and deeper into the cave. And then they told Victor, "You keep coming down here. One of these days, we're not gonna let you leave."
yes.
And it was like, yo,
That's what I told you. I had seen one of the screenshots when I sent you that when not Fatima, when Tabitha fell into the hole, and him and Victor found her. When they went into what the room originally, there was that chest that Elgin and Julie found the camera in, was in that dungeon, but then all of a sudden it was underground in that basement. Like
I think
the
the things in the basement is a depiction of things that are. Wait, what? Because Jasper's not a depiction. Jasper is Jasper. Jasper, that's the only Jasper there
well,
is.
he sees Jasper on a different chest on the different side of the room when he's searching around, like right before the monsters, and they have to run away. Because remember, the monsters were in that room too. There was 3 of them. And in that video I had sent you, because I was rewatching stuff, there was 2 chests on top of each other, and one of them was literally that chest, like I told you, that Elgin and Julie find all the 80s stuff in. And then when they do like another pan of the room, that's where he sees Jasper for the first time again, and he starts freaking out, and he's just standing there like like all confused. And Tabitha has to tell him, "Look, what's this water on the floor in the cave?" And she has to get them out of the cave, because that's when he starts freaking out. Because that's also the first time she sees the kids in the cages, or not cages, but whatever it is in the cave. There's like those bars that look like they're keeping them hostage. That's why I don't think the kids are in the tower. I'm positive wherever Jade found in the caves, found those stones, the kids have to be in the cave, and they're getting held in the caves, because that's obviously where they were murdered at, or whatever, sacrificed, I
I
guess is
guess
the term.
sacrificed. So where the tower? We got to save the children from the lighthouse. Victor's mom was trying to go to the lighthouse. Tabitha went there. The boy and old girl Sarah saw it. I don't remember them ever telling anyone they seen it, which is very frustrating because again, the communication. There should be a board. I would be sitting here like, look, I've been in the military too, Boyd. So let's talk, Boyd. We need to have a conversation, a meeting, weekly, daily, really.
Well,
Who's
and
had dreams,
the
premonition?
like, you have to think they also heard the horn, or it's not a horn. Was it a boat, or was it the lighthouse?
No, it's like a horn. It's like the lighthouse, like you know what I'm saying. But I guess it was a horn. But I mean, they heard it. Both of them heard it too. Typically,
Yeah.
when one person sees something, the other people don't. But when you do, it's legit. Okay, him and Sarah both heard, like they heard it. Like ain't no making it up. Um, so I just
This is the first
it's
episode too. I've seen the big lady with the bandana wasn't in it. So that's interesting to me, because usually
what
she's
big
in all the mess.
what big lady.
The big lady with the bandana and the blue. There's a big lady. There's a larger lady that's always kind of in the mix. That is
Oh, I
always
know who you're
like,
talking
"Oh,
about. I know.
remember when Julie was walking into the house?" Yeah, she's usually in every single episode, and I didn't see her this episode. And she's
Yeah,
usually
because
around when weird bad stuff is happening. And she
they're gonna
wasn't even
kill her.
around to catch Elgin. Like
They're
last
gonna kill her.
episode, she's the one that saw Elgin with the picture, and she was like, "What are you doing?" type of thing. And he's like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
found this camera."
they're gonna tap her out soon because she has like the Dale speaking lines, like here and there she has a speaking line, like she spoke in the diner and she
I
was
don't
like,
think so,
who has
because
the opportunity?
in another episode I saw, she's the one, she's been in like every single episode, friend, but she got shocked by when they set up the light bulb thing,
Yeah,
when
they
it
broke in her
popped
eye.
her eye. Yeah. So I think
Yeah,
she's something. I don't know if she's a side main character, but she's something, because they keep using her.
yeah,
And she keeps,
she's one of the ones that you can identify in death, like Dale. Dale never was anything crazy, but Dale when Dale got killed, it was someone that, because when you kill a person with no speaking lines, no nothing, we don't feel anything. When you bring someone like this around, you're like, I remember her, I remember. Then as it gets closer to death, remember when Dale got close to death, he had like he got prominent. He had like parts in like 2 or 3 episodes,
Oh,
and
just
then he
like
stuck around to walk.
Tilly. We should have seen that coming.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden people who you don't really see, they start speaking and they start getting. You might be seeing them get offed because they don't want to kill. When they kill a main character, it's gonna be it's big. It's
Yeah.
like season finale style. So, Boyd, Ellis, Tabitha, Jim, Julie, Randall.
Then
Randall's become a main character now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the people we follow. Jade, but the real main characters is like Boyd, Tabitha,
the
Jim,
Matthews family, yeah.
and I would say Jade because the episodes really pick up when Jade comes to town because that's when they said Sarah was like they told me that 2 cars would come and Victor
Yeah.
said the last time 2 cars came it was some shit, it was some
Uh-huh.
stuff going down. So yeah, everyone else is kind of killable. And Donna's a main star too.
Yeah.
um you know,
They
but
better not
one
kill
of them
Donna. I will cry. It's gonna have they're probably gonna try and cover up the Tilly murder. Like I think that has to be the only thing I can think. Like leave her
you think
body in there and be like, oh, what happened? Oh my gosh. Because Tilly told her you need to run, which is a weird statement to make to
weird.
somebody. Like that just killed you kind of thing. Or she just knew that they were gonna do something to her, I bet you. Do you think she read her cards when they walked away? Do you think she kept those cards?
I hope so. So when they look at the body and they pull out the cards, we
Oh,
get to
maybe
see
they're
what
in her
cards.
pocket. Yes, that would be good. Like,
Yeah, just those 3 cards. Like
mm-hmm.
that will let us know that's what those three that hey, that was on the table, friend. That was there. I would love to see it.
Well, because the tower card is a pretty important card in, like, tarot cards. And they're all looking for a tower. So the tower can either be
I don't know
good or
how.
it can be bad. Oh, this is just...
I don't know how it all works.
It was a whole lot of nothing again. Another episode of nothing except Tilly getting murdered. And Elgin has to be no more than he's saying to everybody else. Because remember, there's also a part in one episode where he has Fatima take him to the water. And he's like, oh, like I've seen this before. I saw this before I came here in a dream. So the lake pond is important, obviously, that they have. And now he's like, oh, is this where it happens? I just need to figure out. Let me look at the episode again one more time.
Is this where it happens? Is a crazy statement, man. We're like,
Yes,
what is it?
yeah, exactly.
What is it? Like, Elgin, we don't know. How do you have this random knowledge of something happening that we don't have? But he's been having the dreams. He's been seeing,
Let me look at that. Did I send you a picture? I need to see what Christopher was wearing. What episode was that? That was like 2 episodes ago. There's also a wheelchair there in a wheelchair, a wagon, a bike.
we got coffee. I got these waters. I'm going crazy. I'm trying to maximize my brain right now.
That's funny. Hold on, let me think what episode I saw. I was just watching.
So looking forward, right? If we look forward, or what do we think? Looking forward, do we think Ellis and Fatima are going to do a cover up? Because right now they're the only two that know. Ellis walked in, seen the body on the ground with shears sticking out her chest, or is she gonna like lick the blood and start to have to tell him? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think she's gonna eat some of Tilly. Tilly's definitely probably gonna get a little blood sucked out of her from Fatima, for sure. But maybe she won't because she has cancer. So maybe it's one of those things where you can't eat certain people because their blood's bad. Like, do you think it's like that?
Nah, I think she'll be good. I think, matter of fact, that'll be like seasoning. I think she's going to. Um,
No, because have you ever seen True Blood before?
nah, I didn't watch all that.
No? Okay. Okay, so in True Blood, like they won't eat people or they won't suck blood of people that have like HIV or stuff like that because they get that in them when they eat the blood, when they suck their blood. So that's what I'm thinking. Like with these
So,
demons, they probably don't. That's my other thing with like why they didn't kill Randall because Randall probably has the bugs in him. So they couldn't eat him, or else just like Smiley, they would have been done
yeah.
because
So,
there's
but
certain things in certain people.
so one of the things about these bugs, like, it's so weird. Boyd gave them worms. The worms, when he
Hmm.
gave it to the Smileys, right? When he gave it to Smiley, it was on Smiley's corpse that they turned into cicadas. But all they're seeing is the cicadas. Boyd never saw cicadas. So, like, how does this
That's
work?
because he
The
had the egg.
cicadas
He
didn't
was
kill.
growing that.
And I forgot who told Boyd. I think it was like his wife in an apparition where she had told him, like, you brought this back to the town. They were laughing at you, like, what I mean, they were feeding off that. They were counting on you doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we haven't seen the worms again, but we've seen the cicadas. So what's the significance? The cicadas, I don't think can kill the monsters. But when Randall was having a panic attack or a cicada attack, the monsters just stood around. They didn't
Hmm.
initially attack him. They didn't touch him. They you know what I'm saying? They just let them do whatever it was. And then when he came to, it was like, oh snap! They tore a chunk of his face, and they
Well,
did all
that's
that
why I
stuff.
was
So
saying like they don't bother the cicadas when the cicadas are doing their thing.
almost like the
Like
music, very similar to the music box. They stop. They just don't. Yeah, I think I think Randall and Julie are in deep trouble if they don't hurry up and get back and start telling people what they're seeing, or for at least Randall. Two, I think the cover up of that body for Tilly is going to be crazy. I think I think they're going to get split. I think Fatima is going to be split. Fatima might even run off because she might even want to.
that makes sense.
She may even want to. What I'm saying, like, I just want to die because I just killed somebody.
Would say in
And
episode 10, I think it says, let me look at that one. Episode 10, it says Boyd is pushed to his limit as time begins to run out for someone he loves, which I'm assuming is Fatima. Because he only loves, I would say, Donna, Ellis, and Fatima. Like those are
Christy,
the three people that he loves, I
I
would
would say
say.
Christy. I would add Christy to that list and Kenny.
Oh, okay. No, maybe I got two ahead. So for episode 9, it's called Revelations chapter 1. It says tensions are hot at an all-time
We're on
high.
8. This
Yeah,
was
but I'm
episode
saying
7.
for the next episode, it's saying that
Oh,
someone's going
oh,
missing
gotcha.
in the town for season 9. They're saying someone's going missing.
Oh, that's Fatima. Like,
So
it's right there.
that would make sense.
Or it could
Uh,
be someone else gone missing, where it's Randall or Julie. Those are my top candidates of who go missing because one, Randall tried to drive off, and then he has a freak out, and then he's gone. Like, and if he gets trapped out somewhere with the bugs, he has a freak out, and then once it hits a certain time, now he's got to like hide, not freak out, whatever. Julie's out here getting high as hell with whomever, whenever.
yes.
But Tabitha, you just committed a murder. I need to leave. And I know I can survive in the woods because Sarah did it. Or at least that might be her thought process.
Well, Sarah has the little boy in white guiding her, and
Yeah,
so
but
does Victor. Like he
but
only guides certain people.
but the perspective is Sarah went out and came back, and Sarah committed a murder, two murders, but they only know about one. They don't even know that she jabbed old boy that came with Jade in the neck. They just
Oh
said,
yeah,
someone left
that's
the
true. That one's
yeah,
definitely she's keeping that one in her little pocket. Like
yeah. That's
let's not
between
talk
her
about that. It
and
was
the
a
demons. You
monster.
know what I'm saying? Um, but I can see. I mean, for her, she's got to run off. Ellis, and then Ellis got to be like, "Yo, Fatima, stop,
Or do you think
Dad."
Elgin's the one that's missing? Because he didn't tell anyone he was going down there. So it could
And then
be
that
Elgin never comes back because,
and
yeah,
then that
like
door
maybe someone
closes.
closes it. Yeah, and he can't get out.
And you know what's wild?
Because
He's got
there's
the
a
secret.
corpse down there for a reason. So someone trapped that man in there, or girl. Well, no, it's a man. There was a giant beard. So someone with the beard got trapped in that room with the bed and all this stuff in it.
Mm.
We'll just have to wait for the trailer at
We
this
definitely need
point.
that trailer. But I'm gonna say this. Let's call predictions. So we think what's gonna happen with Ellis, Fatima, and the Tilly situation. That's a big situation. That's big, 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 big.
I don't think they're gonna put Fatima in a box, but she's definitely gonna. They need to put her somewhere to get watched.
Um,
Fatima needs to get
hold on.
watched.
Fatima definitely needs to get watched. Kiddo Dre, what up, what up, what up? In the chat, what platform is from on? Yo, if you can actually
MGM.
go straight to MGM Plus and get it. I think it's don't quote me, but it's about
It's
6.99 a month.
$5.99. It's five
5.99. So
$5.99. I know
there
how
you
much
go.
it costs. It's $5.99.
Um, and then you can get to that through Amazon Prime, I believe, too.
Yeah,
Ah,
you can get it as an add-on for Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can just add it it's an add-on for Amazon Prime.
yeah, so that's how I watch it. This way I ain't got no hesitation, no nothing. The I ain't got what I mean that the show is worth the juice is worth the squeeze. You know what I mean?
They do
I
have
feel like
bootleg sites too. I just don't know them.
I- man, we don't support the leggings. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Of
we
the boot.
don't, but I'm just saying there's some of
We
those
don't
is
support the leggings of the boot. So you know what I'm
you
saying? That's
shut
what
the
we
fake
we don't
stuff. We don't
support the
need
leggings of the boot.
the blue tint on our
You know,
screens.
however, when these what you say when the trailers drop, I'm gonna watch them. I don't care who drop them, but I'm gonna also watch the ones from on MGM Plus. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely search it through there through Amazon, and then
Yes.
and you'll be in business. But you it is must see TV right now. Again, season 3, episode 7. Uh, so we have the Ellis Tabitha Fatima situation. I feel like is Ellis is in a bad spot because I feel like that's his wife. Old girl just killed somebody. So if you ask for punishment, they're gonna be like, "Well, why didn't you punish Agent Officer Acosta?
Facts.
You didn't
That's what
punish
it's gonna
anything."
be. And they
If I
didn't
go in
kill
the box,
Sarah. They
she
stopped
goes in
putting
the
people
box.
in the box after Sarah.
If I go in the box, she goes in the box. You put them both in the box, but the monsters don't even go after Fatima.
They just
I
go
don't think they'll
after
put them both
Officer
in the box.
Costa.
I don't think they'll put them in the box. But if they do, and that happens, holy cow! But I think that's
Yeah,
gonna
because
also
I mean
cause a
they're both. I
divide.
mean it definitely didn't look like an accidental stabbing. I'm gonna throw that out there. But I mean, Officer Acosta did accidentally shoot Nikki. But by their standards, they need to put anyone that hurts anyone else in the box, like they
Yeah,
were
I think
originally doing. It was
I,
everybody.
I think I think that accidental shooting thing is a very interesting point too. You accidentally shot Fatima. Definitely grabbed those scissors and then I'm here for you. Do I got some scissors? Where my scissors at? Where my? Hey, yo, I got
Exactly.
two
It
pens.
looked like she knew what she was grabbing. She stabbed. She didn't. This the direction was. If it had been instead of then yes,
Like it wasn't
definitely.
even. Get off me! Boom! Backhands her. She falls onto something and gets impaled by whatever she fell on. No, this is she grabbed. You see, they even highlighted because when she grabbed the scissors, the camera was on the other side, so you could see what she was grabbing. She was like,
Yeah.
and all she was having a panic attack of some sort or some sort of like
She was in
asphyxiate, like
pain.
something. Yeah, like
Yeah.
the labor type of deal. You know what I mean? Whatever. So anyway, contractions. I was that word was killing me. Uh, and then old girl was trying to support her, and she just turned and was like, "I told you," and boom. Early in the episode, she says, "I'm always angry. I'm just so like." She's becoming a monster.
But
It's
that's the
like
thing. The monsters don't really react out of anger, though. They're reacting out of a fun little game they're playing.
that's because they're full fledged monster. We haven't seen what the process is to go from human into because like we haven't seen the monsters lick a person or eat blood or anything or even bite a person. We haven't seen them do any of that. All we've seen them do is tear into people and like toy with them with extreme amounts of pain, do extremely painful things to them. We saw with Kenny's mom, T Chen. They were like ripping into her kneecap. They pulled the scat like they were doing abysmal things, horrific, ungodly like things. But we ain't never seen them like bar. You know how you get the Cheetos fingers and was like, mm-mm.
Shut up.
Yeah, we ain't seen it. I'm just saying we haven't seen it, but we've seen Fatima. Fatima did the Cheeto fingers on old girl.
I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, so do you think they will let her eat her up like a monster would so they can make it look like it was a monster that did that to her?
I don't know because I don't think the monsters are literally eating these people. I think they're ripping through them.
But that's what I'm
I don't think the
saying. Do you
monsters.
think he'll let her?
I don't think she has the capability to do it because when we watched her do the thing, she was poking her fingers in there. Like she hasn't turned. This is like the development of a monster. The monsters we've seen so far, like with T Chen, I'll use T Chen for perfect example. They went,
Did you see
they
how
were
hard
strong enough
she threw that cup of water out of her hand, friend? Like, I think she's strong enough at this point
to
to
rip
break
through
a rib
flesh
cage
and with
open
her
and
bare
eat some
hands.
body part.
No, she's weak. She's weak. They even say
But
like
that's
she
what I'm
needs to get an
saying. Do you think he'll let her cut her open? They
no, no,
have
no.
kind of the
We haven't
equipment
seen
in the
her.
shed.
No, we haven't even seen any monster eat flesh. We just see they're ripped up because like when we look at what they did to T Chin, right? The time we saw her, they were digging into that with their fingers behind her kneecap. They're strong. Their fingers are all
They have
like frail
claws.
with like
Yeah, they have claws. That those weird
yeah,
strong claws.
they're like claws. And so, but we haven't seen a monster eat anybody. They just do these really weird things, and I don't know if they're gonna eat them. The only one we could see was old girl. Remember old boy in a colony house who was like a pure simp. He was like the Kevin Samuels reject, and he let that monster in. She bit
Yeah.
his tongue off, but then she spit it out. She didn't even eat it. She was just like, so I don't
She
think they
wants. They
eat
eat the
people.
organs every
No,
single
there's
time.
no evidence of any eating. There's
Yes,
only
because if you
evidence of
look
it.
at all the bodies are missing their organs. They're not missing like bones or arms. Because remember, Tien Chen was missing chunks of her insides, but she also her rib, like they were
Yeah, they're
open and they
broken and
ate
ripped
the
out.
insides. The insides were
But
missing.
they're missing, but there's so much stuff like screw. I don't know. I just at this point I can't safely assume they're eating them. And here's why: they dissected a monster that Smiley was the same one that went on that bus with the two old people, ripped them apart, but there was no evidence of human parts or remains inside of Smiley. Like, when they rip a shark open, they kill the person, they'll go and they'll be like, "Oh, a license plate. He's been eating trash." Like,
Yeah.
here's a human head of the person that we
Mhm.
found. Like, when
Mhm.
they dissected Smiley, all they found was this dark urine. Like, bro ain't had water in decades. It was like neon. So I don't think they eat them. I don't know what they do with them. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a glitch in the matrix. Like, hey man, we're supposed to put something in there so we can show that they're eating them, but they're not eating them. They're just
I
they're
feel
just
like I saw like their insides missing. But then they could just
yeah,
be splattering everything everywhere, like just playing with everything
yeah, because it's a
instead.
mess. It's a mess. It's a nasty mess. But scientifically, we saw an autopsy and there was no blood in its digestive tract
Hmm.
or human like anything. It just was
It just had the features
like
of
my
a
man had to take a
human.
pee for the longest time. You said what happened?
Shut up. That's funny.
He did. He had your and I wish the I wish they still had some of that to see like okay, it didn't work with the bullets, but can we use it to like repel them? You know, because like humans, you can't pee on me or pee on like people like yo, what do you like? I don't know. Will it you
Yeah.
be is there some sort of use for it? Because they did all that to kill a monster. They got a liquid out of it, they only tried one thing: put it on the bullets, shoot them. It didn't
Yeah.
do anything. And it's like we got to get some use out of this. Maybe if you put it on them, it's just like skunk urine. It's like yo, I bet you know what I mean. Like I don't know. But I wish it
I
would have
don't know.
had some use. But so, what's your guess on Tilly? They're gonna hide the body, or they're gonna feed it. I don't think it's a feeding thing. But again, oh girl is drinking blood, so therefore maybe it is a feeding thing. Maybe at first they gotta
That's what I'm
feed.
saying. Like, what? I feel like Tilly wouldn't mind getting her blood eaten by Fatima. Like, it'll make her feel better. You know, that's my girl. Gotta let my girl eat. She did say whatever they needed, they could have it from her. She
Yeah,
told
you said
Ellis
it.
in the house, you can have whatever you need. Take my body
Oh, look at this. Her
at
ID
this
says
point.
organ donor. No problem. You know what I mean?
Not a problem. I'll just eat her then. Yeah, like I think.
Is that what's gonna test Boyd's leadership? Because Boyd let someone slide. You killed. He's mentioned it multiple. You killed somebody, and now we have someone else who's killed someone else. That was purposeful. No one saw it though. We only Ellis only saw the aftermath, but he didn't see how it went down. So
Yeah.
he's gonna probably believe his wife. She's probably gonna lie to him. Tilly tried to kill me or something. Like that's what I would say. I lie.
I don't think she's gonna do that. Like, who's gonna believe Tilly was trying to kill her? Like, I feel like Fatima's just, she doesn't give a fuck. She's definitely gonna be like, I accidentally stabbed her. That's what she's gonna say. Accidentally. Like, I don't know. I just got angry and I stabbed her. And then Donna's gonna be like, we got to get her out of the house. But
Oh,
I really don't know. Like, it's just been so many. Acosta killed someone, Sarah killed someone. They've been letting everyone that murders someone slide at this point. Like, how much longer can you let other humans kill other humans at this point?
yeah, and that's a good way to test Boyd's leadership. So if it's saying Boyd's being tested, the whole town is like, wait a second, man. You know what I'm saying? Sarah killed someone. She's okay. Acosta killed someone. And mind you, Sarah slit the neck. She didn't mean to kill her brother, but she was trying to kill Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
So in the townspeople's eyes, like, which it don't matter.
That
Oh,
could
she
be how
asked
they
her.
get the town people on Father Acosta's side. Or that could how they get the officer Acosta, because you know how she's trying to be like, I'm a real cop. That could be the push she needs to have them on her side. Like, it's going to be a split thing where Boyd's side is like, no, we have to forgive Fatima. Officer's side is, we need to get rid of Fatima, type of
Hmm.
thing. It could
Hmm.
be the split of the town finally. I
And
think
I'm
that's what.
new, but I don't look at this like y'all look at this. Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. I'm trained. I'm an officer of the law. If I have to put someone down, that's what it is. He is not an officer of the law. He's been making laws to keep you safe, and he has failed miserably
Mm-hmm.
in the last after the 96 days of peace.
Time to give up his badge is what they could probably be doing with the Boyd situation. I think I think since there's also, we have to think about
Maybe the doctors even split. The two
Or Victor,
girlfriends.
because remember, Victor just went to Sarah's and was like, I need him to tell me a secret. We tell secret, because her house is the secret house where they go downstairs in the basement and they tell secrets to each other.
Right.
Do you think Jasper's going to talk finally?
Nope. Nope.
You
I
don't
don't
think he's
think
going
it
to
talks.
trust him?
I think when Jade gets around it, it's gonna be like it's gonna do something where people are like, "What did that just move?" Or Jade will be like, "Where did that come from?" And he'll be like, and it's gonna react to Jade because he's
Mm-hmm.
the visionary. He's the one that gets the dreams that Christopher was getting in the previous cycle when Victor was a kid, and that was the one who had the argument with Jasper. So I think because one, when he had the argument with Jasper, if you're watching how that episode played out where they're arguing, he didn't have his hand in Jasper. He
Mm-mm.
was completely separated, and Jasper was like arguing. So
Yeah.
then people are gonna be like, but can we trust what Jasper says? Because for Jasper to be to Jasper to speak without being you know what I'm saying,
Yes, yeah.
ventriloquisted, you know what I'm saying?
Ventriloquist. Ventriloquist. Yeah, the
You know what I
ventriloquist
mean?
around.
Like for that means the place is telling you this. But the place has been good for some people. It told Ethan that your mom was coming on an ambulance and we need to help, which was 100% true. It's like the apparitions are good, the monsters are bad. So far, the little boy in white pushed her out the window. I'm sorry it has to be this way. You're waking Sarah in the woods told, look, Sarah, there's a tree. Go get in the tree. And then she got pulled
Mm-hmm.
into the tree.
And
It's
he
like
went
the
into the
apparition.
tower, though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even the little ashy kids. You remember hashtag and Cooey, but the Jurgens, we'll call them the Jurgens boys. They all need
Yeah, the
lotion.
Jergens
They all need
babies. Yeah, Ashley.
the Jurgens babies. Yeah, they haven't hurt Tabitha yet. They're
I
just
mean, they're
creepy as
definitely
hell.
growing stronger with trying to get her attention. So she's getting closer to whatever it is that she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, so that's mm, very interesting points, and yeah, yeah,
There's just
but
too many. I don't even know how they're going to do this. Like, they keep surprising me with how they're doing stuff. Like, I think I know I got it. And then they're like, just kidding.
just kidding. It's crazy. Yeah,
Because
absolutely. That's what I'm thinking.
RIP
I love
baby
about.
Albert. I'm sad about
I thought
Albert
we could.
not being in there. I was hoping. I was hoping.
I was hoping to have a gender reveal watch party for an
For
episode
real,
if we would have got,
that would have been so good.
that would have been crazy,
But now we just have
we could have,
nothing. But she's getting sucked in. I think the kimono lady is Fatima now. I think I can, or something of her. I don't know, like a vision of her in the future, and she's coming back somehow to like
to help.
reset it.
Yeah, that would make
Yeah.
sense. She's trapped there now, so now she's trying to help.
Because what other
'Cause so
purpose
far,
could Elgin? He's a very brave man, Elgin. Elgin's doing all this shit that I would not do. I'm not going to go follow a picture into a dungeon and then move a whole cupboard to find a secret room. Like, no, I'm not doing none of that.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I guess, yeah.
But I don't know. We'll have to see. Um, hopefully they drop a trailer soon.
I mean,
Because again, I
sometimes
would
they
love
drop
to.
them like the same night, and I just choose to ignore them.
Yeah, well, you want to pick a day
I
right
think
now?
they're gonna cover up.
You want to pick a day right now?
Will
We can
you?
come back and do predictions for, you know what I'm saying, like episode 8, like straight episode 8, what to expect.
I think
A
they
road
should have
to
something by Wednesday, right? I would say Wednesday. They usually drop something tomorrow. Someone will
okay.
drop a trailer tomorrow.
So let's jump back on Wednesday and
Yes,
do
we'll
a
do Wednesday. I'm just not taking my daughters to church this week. I'm not doing it. They're just gonna have to find a different ride because I need to see this and I need to talk about it. Sorry, Lord. I'm gonna have to pick the demons this week. The Ashy Children demons is getting chosen this week.
Oh
My
my
Jurgen
god.
babies. Sorry.
The Jergen babies is crazy. The Jergen
Jurgen
babies is
babies. That's what we'll call them now. Not the Uncooey babies. That's too hard. We're gonna call them the Jurgen babies.
Jergen babies works.
Ugh,
So hashtag the Jergen babies.
yes,
But
the
yeah,
Jurgen
that's about it.
babies.
Any last minute thoughts for, like, for Wednesday we come back?
I'm gonna hop on Reddit again because they seem to have a whole bunch of stuff. That's what I was on last night or yesterday reading that. And then I'm just gonna go back. I'm on season 2 again already of watching stuff, but there is a lot of stuff I did miss. That's why I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I did miss this and I don't remember. Because even when, like you were saying, the basement scene, there was a lot of foreshadowing when she was walking up the basement and didn't even notice it was the lighthouse.
Yeah,
Because you hear a phone ring,
in the
even. She hears the
lighthouse.
phone ring, and that's when she's like, wait, something's wrong. Jim, where are you? When she was sleeping and having that dream, like
And Jim
she
is
hears
upside
the
down.
phone. So she's having a lot of premonitions. She's just not fucking listening. Tabitha's not listening to anything. She's getting all the signs and just ignoring them. And I don't understand how she's
I have
just
the beauty
ignoring
of
them.
having the older kids, and we get to go back. We watch stuff, and then we just start brainstorming here. I can't go to Reddit. If I go to Reddit, I'll be like, oh. And then the bad part about that when you do all the brainstorming is kind of like what Kenny said. Someone may have already thought of that. You know what I mean? Or maybe no one has thought of that. Like, I still think Eloise or whatever Victor's sister is potentially that person in the woods who put up those statues,
It's,
because the same
uh-huh.
way, that means there's someone else there who's been there the same amount of time as Victor. But once she found it was safe there, that's why she never returned back to the town, because she's built her own safety. Um, but again, that wouldn't explain what Tabitha saw as a kid, because she saw something that freaked her out at that same location.
But
So
how does she just
very
forget it for X amount for years, for 30
well,
years
for
almost? You just
her having the
forgot that
same
she
dream.
saw this,
Well, she never saw that spot until Jade showed her the drawing of the
the drawing of the.
yeah, and then she was like, "I've seen that before." She didn't even know that place was existed. She just knew she had bad dreams, but it's nothing. It's just she just kept weirdly having the same
Yeah.
dream over and over. She saw that drawing of the thing that
Mhm.
she whoa, and then Jade's been there, so then that's how Jade was like, when he saw Jim, he was like, "Look, it's my fault. I told him to come." You know what I mean? And that it is bad. And I think Tabitha, because they got the divorce, that's going to be another thing that she's going to start liking or having too much time spent with
Jade
Jade, and Jim
is
will be
too
jealous.
young. I don't think Jade and her are gonna get together or anything. I
I'm
think
not
he's
saying
just gonna
necessarily
be used as a
together, but
jealousy
it's
thing.
it's it's enough to drive Jim like, hey, you're my wife.
Oh, to be like that jealous husband, like, wait, my
Yeah.
wife, this is my wife thing, like all of
No,
a
I mean,
sudden.
I would too. I mean, I don't even call it jealousy. Like, that is my wife. Like, if
Yeah.
anyone's supposed to keep her safe, it's not you, the guy who's randomly, what I'm saying, running in my house like Kramer off of Seinfeld, like, hey guys.
He
No, no, no,
is,
no, no.
yes, he is very Kramer. I like
You know what I'm
Jade.
saying? Like, that's how he acts. So
Yeah.
I would be, and then I thought you were dead. Two, we had an issue with our son. He almost died in the first episode, getting jabbed through his leg and almost bleeding out and all that other
I
stuff. So,
think he's
and
dead.
it,
Like I said, Ethan's already been gone to me in my mind. I'm just waiting for him to be officially gone.
I thought that was a
He's been
potential
dead to me
possibility,
since episode whatever.
because one, you were bringing up a cicada thing early, like, I think I was on our first time doing the From
Yeah.
recaps, and I kind of thought that was a weird thing. But when you think about it, like, I remember now because I've rewatched this From series like multiple times already, and
Yeah.
I can't even think of her name. The doctor, Chrissy, right? She was like, "Yo, has he ever had seizures before?" And they were like, "No." So
Mm-hmm.
again, like, why would he have seizures? But from the director perspective, we don't show you the cicadas. We'll let that be known later. Everyone who comes to town that's never had seizures, something is happening to them. But I've now also
Because
seen,
Elgin also had a seizure. If you remember, right before the house collapsed on Jim and the bartender and that new guy, Brent Bark, whatever his name was, that got killed in the
Right.
house caving in, Elgin started having a seizure before everything started caving in.
Yeah.
He was outside this, and they had to roll him over and stuff because he was having a seizure. So obviously,
Everyone who has seizures
Mhm.
sees stuff. They all
Yes.
like. What do you think was cicadas? Early
I
that
think
early?
Sarah's the only one who hasn't had a seizure yet.
Oh no, she has seizures.
Yeah,
She has
Sarah had
seizures.
seizures.
Yeah, remember in the
Oh
woods
yeah,
with
she
Boyd? She
No,
has
it
seizures.
wasn't. Hers wasn't a seizure though. It was her hearing the bottles talking. Like she could hear the
Nah,
voices of
she was
whoever was
like
in the
she
bottles.
was
Was
seizuring.
it a
She whatever.
seizure?
Yeah, but Boyd was like, "Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on!" Like, and he brought her to the tent. And when she came to from the seizure, she
Oh
was in the
yeah,
tent with
you're
Boyd.
right. You're right. Yes, 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 yes.
So
Okay,
so
okay.
now I'm about to make a list. Ooh, you got me thinking like people who have seizures,
Every time
and what
someone,
do they
yes,
all have? Has Elgin seen the boy in white yet? Because Sarah has, and so
no,
has
Elgin's only seen the kimono lady. Only the kimono lady. That's it. That we're aware of.
damn. I'm looking forward to this. I'm gonna have to write this stuff out. This is crazy.
Cause yeah,
This
definitely anyone who's connected to this has a seizure every time something monumentous happens. That's the word, right? Like with the house collapsing.
monumental. It's all good.
Yeah.
Mo- Moment. I don't. Whatever. Y'all know what we.
Momentous occasion. Momentous
I think that is the
is the
word. I think
word.
that
I don't
is. I
know.
think.
I'm not as okay. Yeah, we'll just have to check back Wednesday because I know they'll have stuff drop by then. And there's that one page that does screenshots of the show. So I'll look at their page. Maybe they have a good angle of the bottle with a date on it, maybe.
I don't think the dates are going to be shown because I think they're trying to keep people in the dark about how long they specific. Like, I don't think they want anyone to know specifics except for like the random dates of 1978, 1864, all the other dates that are written like on the lighthouse steps as
Mm-hmm.
Tabitha went up, and they're in the bottles that Jay. So they're very like defensive of how they show you dates because then you can start to, you know, I don't think we know how long Donna's been there. We just know that she was there before Boyd. At one episode in
Yeah.
season 2 or season 1, they asked Boyd how long he'd been there, and he said 18 months.
Yeah, and I know Donna talks about her first year there. And then when Elgin first gets there, Fatima's like, oh, I've been here a year. It's my year anniversary type of thing.
Yeah, so they don't want to put too many dates out there because then people could really timeline this thing out.
Yes, for sure.
So, well, maybe they put it on there and we'll see it. And if they put it on there, that means they wanted you to see it.
They better not end this after. They need 2 to 3 more seasons. If they're only doing 10 episodes, they need 2 or 3 more seasons to tell all this story, I feel.
Like, definitely need to season 5 easily, easily. But that yawn
Yes.
was, ooh, that was vicious. I'm over here
Yes,
like,
you
ooh.
definitely need it. It's time, friend. You're an hour ahead of me, so
Yeah. But let's come back. We'll jump back on Wednesday, and then
yes.
definitely subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, follow D the Machine, follow me, King HP, follow Hall Praise the Universe, and definitely follow From and the FROMville members
Yes,
because we definitely want
exactly.
to be. Yeah, we definitely want to
Yes.
be
Follow
expanding.
Harold Perrineau, Elizabeth Sanders, Elizabeth Moy, right? For Kenny's
Elizabeth
mom. I
Moy,
think
that's
it's
Kenny's mom.
Scotty McCurdy
Scott,
is Victor.
yeah,
Yes.
what is it, Scott McCord? Scott,
Scott
yeah,
McCord.
there's
Yes,
several
Scotty or
like
Scott
Chloe.
McCord, something like that. Yes. Because
Yeah,
they're very active during the episodes at 8 or at 9 o'clock during the watch party stuff. So, oh my gosh, I'm
man,
tired.
I already see an episode 8 trailer. So boom.
You do
We'll come back
send it
Wednesday.
to me. I need to see
I'm gonna
it. I
send it
want
to
to
you.
see it. Where?
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Just send it to me. I
I'm gonna
must
send
see
it to you
it.
right
I
now.
must see it.
But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday and we'll talk about some trailers, hypothesis, and what can happen, and the road to the season finale. But
Oh,
that's
yes.
about it.
Yes.
Oh, 3 more weeks
Uh,
of this. 3 more weeks of this. Okay.
but until next time,
Yes.
peace.